And thank you.
Thanks, Pam. Welcome, everybody. It's the 29th of July, and you're all welcome here to learn about this fantastic business that I believe will blow your socks off. We will soon find out. The chat is off for right now, and when Mike Ellis is done giving the presentation, we'll turn it back on. And there you will ask questions that you might have if you're a guest, and we'll try to answer every one of them. One thing I want to get straight with everyone while you're watching this, anyone can do it. It's 100% automated. So whatever you hear come out of my mouth, Mike Ellis, Chris Johnson, Kevin Rutledge, or Pam, don't get shook up. It's 100% automated, all done for you. If you remember anything I say, remember that, please. A little about myself, 61 years old, looking good as I ought to. I have my grandfather. I have been online since there was an online, I think. But anyway, 17 years looking to make an income. And I didn't get online to make a little income. I got online to make a larger income than I did offline. Well, sad news is I did everything I was supposed to do, thought I did, and I failed miserably for about 7 or 8 years. And I realized looking back, because hindsight's 20/20, that it wasn't just my fault. You have to have skills to make it online. I don't care who you are. I don't care who the guru is that tells you, follow me and I will make you a multi-millionaire. You'll be the most successful person, man, woman. It only takes to do this with the right mindset and all. Okay, it all sounds good, but I'm sorry to say it. And if this is your first business, God has blessed you, because it's not true. It is not true. Again, not true. If it was that easy, it wouldn't be the same 3% people walking across stage every time you go to a convention and you sit there and clap your hand like a bunch of seals. Anyway, the business today, what happened was about my 10th year in, I decided I've got to learn something. So I did learn how to market. I marketed on anything that was social media. I did it, and I did it extreme. Everything I did was kind of extreme. Eating, as you can see, well, anything I did was pretty extreme. But I said, wow, that's pretty cool. And then I was fortunate enough to team up with Mike Ellis and Dan Street. Mike first. Me and Mike have been together almost 10 years probably. And we started working together and building teams and get into business. We looked at them the best we could. What's the best one to pick? We'd pick it. We'd get in, and we'd set up a system to build a large network. And we did it full barrel, pedal to the floor, brought them in. And our thought was, believe it or not, I think that's why Mike and myself and Dan got along so well. As we're building, let's keep in mind to bring people with us. That was the whole thing. Every time I talk to Mike, he go, yeah, but can people do it? Can they do it? And that's how we talked. Yeah, but can Susie do it? Can Larry do it? You know, and we try to build little systems to help them. Anyway, the worst thing about learning how to build and learning how to build a team, if you care, is you can't bring anybody with you. Why? Because I meet Marty DeGarmo today that just got online. I meet Susie and Mary and Larry that just started in a month or 2 months. They don't have the skills. They don't have the time to get the skills. There's a lot of single parents, sad enough, but they get online, they're working 2 jobs or a job and a half. They don't have time to learn all those skills. I did it. I worked full-time online, and it took a long time, even with full-time. So I said, oh man, there's got to be a better way. So we would build teams, sometimes 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 5,000, and wake up some mornings and the business was gone. You know, I get on, Mike, where'd it go? I don't know. So then you got to tell 2,000 or 3,000 people, I don't know what happened, blah, blah, blah. Some take it personally against you, which is crazy because we had nothing to do with it. Or you get into business and the numbers don't add up, or the products are horrible and they don't convert, or the page doesn't convert and you got to make your own. Whatever it is, it's thousands and thousands of reasons why. But the main reason business-wise is they're not geared up to be successful. They're geared up to be a flash in the pan. People build these businesses, they make multi-millions, sometimes millions of dollars in 3 to 4 months. They wrap up, make a new one, make it look pretty and start a new business. And here comes everybody and all the sheep again and do it again. And they make another $1 million, $2 million, they keep doing it. Thank God, 2.5 years ago, I ran into Red Redford and Peter Rogers. They're not here tonight, but they were doing something. And I said, what are you guys doing? And they said, they started to tell me about this business. And I trusted them. And I said, I had questions that they had to answer because I was on my way out of on internet marketing, really, because it was disgusting. And I was getting tired of either taking advantage of people, not on purpose, but I was. And I just thought, this is no good. It's got to be better. Anyway, I said, is this business, anybody can do it? Yes. Is there an auto ship? No. Are the products that they have, are they in high demand? Yeah, not only in high demand, they're being sold for millions and millions, billions of dollars today. Really? Yeah. Are they physical products? There could be, but right now they're digital, all digital. I said, it's fantastic. So I said, how much? And I'm thinking, this is going to melt my credit card, right? I just thought that, well, I'm going for it, right? $97. So I said, what? I said, 97. Boom, I paid. And I wasn't floating around with money at the time, right? So went back to Mike and Dan, told them whatever. Mike had heard something about it a few months earlier, but it wasn't the right time. And we were doing something else 110%, like we did everything else. Anyway, went back, they signed up, and the rest is history. I would explain the business to you tonight, but you don't have the time, and you won't have a clue what I'm talking about when I'm done, because I'm kind of a scatterbrain. So Mike Ellis is here. He will explain it better, as good, if not better than anybody in the whole company. So you're very fortunate to have him here. I'm very fortunate to work with him. He will explain it to you. No pressure tonight. You don't have to do anything. If we plant a seed enough for you to come back and ask questions, we did our job. Here is Mr. Mike Ellis. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, no, thanks, Marty. And that's a terrific intro into ONPASSIVE. And this webinar today, it really is for new people that really don't know much about ONPASSIVE, just starting to explore ONPASSIVE, or have been in ONPASSIVE a very short amount of time. And as you come into ONPASSIVE, we all kind of have the same questions. Number one, can I develop an income online? Pretty simple. Can I make money online? Can I turn that into residual income? And really what that means is once you stop, the money keeps coming in. And once I can develop residual income, can I build wealth with it? And I think after this presentation, you're going to be able to answer those questions and make a decision. And it really is going to be up to you. This is all about building wealth. And ONPASSIVE, because of what Ash Mufareh has done, and Ash Mufareh is the CEO, he is the visionary, the brain trust behind ONPASSIVE. Because of the way he structured ONPASSIVE, those three questions get answered very, very quickly in a positive way. As we look at ONPASSIVE, ONPASSIVE is an AI IT company, artificial intelligence, informational technology company. They are digital products online. All the products of ONPASSIVE are built from the ground up. They're proprietary, they're cutting edge, brand new technology, and they are superior. Ash has built all of these products with his tech team in Hyderabad. And if you know anything about the high-tech industry, some of the top talent is in India and in Hyderabad. And the individuals that Ash has hired, they are brilliant. And the products they're producing, and I'll get into that in just a little bit, it truly is amazing. As we look at ONPASSIVE today, compared to 2.5 years ago, today ONPASSIVE is a reality. We are in the process of launching to the world right now. And what Ash and his team have done, it really is remarkable. There are a lot of moving parts in ONPASSIVE. And as you come in and continue to explore ONPASSIVE, you're going to find that it just gets better and better and better. But today I want to focus on a couple of simple things that Ash shared with all of us here at one time or another. With Marty and I, he shared it 2.5 years ago. And it's really how he looked at ONPASSIVE, how he wanted to structure ONPASSIVE, and how he has structured ONPASSIVE so that it'll work for you and me, those individuals that really haven't had a fair shake online. Ash has, with what he's done, he's come on and leveled the playing field so that everybody that comes online can start making income. And I can tell you my first 5 years online, and I've been online about the same time Marty has, the first 5 years, they were tough. I did everything I could, but I didn't make a dime. If I'd had ONPASSIVE at that time, it would have been so refreshing because of the 4 concepts that Ash shared with us. And I'm going to go over them with you. And once you understand how these 4 concepts interlink, you're going to understand how ONPASSIVE is built for you, how it's going to help you, and how it's going to help you build a residual income. And the 4 concepts that Ash shared with us was self-funding, for success, product, customer, and then I add another one to that, which is volume. And I want to go over them one at a time with you. The first one is self-funding. For me, this was very, very refreshing. I've been in many businesses, and there's always a monthly fee, an auto ship, something that you have to pay month after month after month after month. And the problem with the companies that I was in is most people, they come in, they pay that monthly fee, and after 6 months or a year, they just can't do it anymore. They're not making any revenue to pay that fee, much less their monthly income, monthly bills. So they just can't do it anymore and they quit. That is not ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE, you will come in, you will pay once, you will never go out of pocket again. Absolutely love that about ONPASSIVE. The next one is for success. And as I first heard this term from Ash, for success, I absolutely loved it. I didn't know what it meant, but I absolutely loved the phrase for success. Really, all it means is ONPASSIVE is going to force you to build wealth online. Okay. And by the way, that's a very, very good thing. How are they going to do that? I need to get into product and customer to explain how ONPASSIVE is structured and how they're going to force you to build wealth online. As we look at the products of ONPASSIVE, again, is it AI, artificial intelligence, and IT, informational technology products, anywhere from an automated marketing platform to an educational platform, to an HR platform, human resources platform, to a webinar platform. Today, there are 50 products of ONPASSIVE that have been developed by Ash's tech team. All of these products are proprietary. They are superior products. And this next statement, really, really important, at a lower price point. And because of that, as we look at the customer side of ONPASSIVE, whether it's K through 12, whether it's colleges, whether it's small, medium, large size businesses, whether it's governments, whether it's personal use, there will be a product there for all of these individuals. And as these individuals come in and see the products of ONPASSIVE, because they are superior at a lower price point, they are going to flock in. So how does ONPASSIVE take advantage of that and make it work for you and I? Here's what ONPASSIVE is going to do as they launch to the world. As we come into ONPASSIVE, ONPASSIVE is actually going to build a marketing platform for each one of us, okay? Then they're going to hook it up to AI. Once they hook it up to AI, it becomes 100% automated. And Marty's right. Keep that in the back of your mind, 100% automated. It's what artificial intelligence does. That's machine learning. Once they do that, they're going to go back into their toolbox and they're going to pull out traffic. And traffic is another product of ONPASSIVE, and they're very, very good at it. ONPASSIVE is primarily a customer-based business, even though we have the privilege to participate with ONPASSIVE. So they're going to start bringing in customers through their traffic. And as I talk about traffic, I want you to understand just how good ONPASSIVE is. Marty and I, we've been doing this a very long time. We drive traffic. We're really good at it. But when we saw what Ash and his team could do and is doing today, we felt like paupers. That's how much better they are. About 8 months ago, they decided to test their traffic sources. They decided they wanted to get 1 million opt-ins, didn't put a time frame on it, put it out there and just to see what would happen. And in 4 days, they brought in 1 million opt-ins. This was before AI, before the traffic source was hooked up to artificial intelligence. Makes a big difference. I believe today, instead of 4 days to bring in 1 million opt-ins, they could do it in 2 or 1 or maybe 12 hours. And I believe that will improve as ONPASSIVE progresses through the months and years to come. Traffic is essential for all of us to start making money. And because ONPASSIVE is going to be driving traffic for us, bringing customers in, those customers will land under each and every one of us, a certain percentage of it. That's how we get paid. And the way we get paid is a lot like commission sales. If you're in commission sales, you do a $100 sale, you get 10%, you'd make $10. The only difference between commission sales and ONPASSIVE is doing all the work for us. They're building the marketing platform. They're hooking it up to AI. They're driving the traffic. They are going to manage everything. I mean, everything that comes in. They're going to manage the customer. They're going to manage the sale. All we have to do, because it's 100% automated, is as the money comes in, we take it out. It really is that simple. When you think about ONPASSIVE, think about these 4 terms: self-funding, for success, product, and customer, how they combine together and how dynamic it is and what it's going to do for you and I. It will give us the ability not only to build an income, but to build a residual income. And because you have a residual income, now you can build wealth online. Let's talk about the products just a little bit and the volume that ONPASSIVE is going to be doing for all of us. The product side of ONPASSIVE is so important. And as we look at the product side of ONPASSIVE, they always pick very, very large niches for their products. And one of them, I'll talk about a couple of them. O Academy is the educational platform that ONPASSIVE has developed. And when I heard that, I said, well, that's kind of nice. Teachers can use it. It's, it's probably a nice little niche, until I looked at it. The O Academy, the educational platform, the businesses that service that niche today bring in $250 billion in revenue a year. This is not a little thing. This is massive. When we look at ONPASSIVE, because the product that they've developed is superior to anything that's out there at a lower price point, how much of that market are we going to take in a year's time? I don't know. Could it be 10%, 20, 25, 30%? Yeah, I think so. That's how good ONPASSIVE products are. That's one product of ONPASSIVE. There are 50 products of ONPASSIVE, all of them as good as O Academy, the educational platform. Another one is O Connect. O Connect is their webinar service. Today, we're doing a webinar with Zoom. And Zoom is a big dog out there. Right now, they do about $139 billion in revenue a year. It is massive. They went from 23 billion to 139 billion in 1 year. The technology that Zoom uses right now, it is antiquated. It's not very good at all. And I can tell you that from experience. When we have a webinar where we've got 8, 9, 10,000 people on, it just acts up. It is not very good. The webinar service for O Connect ONPASSIVE, it is so superior. How much of that market do you think we'll take? There are also 25 other companies that have a webinar platform out there, but Zoom is the biggest. I believe in a year's time, we could put Zoom out of business. That's how good this product is. And when people come in, superior product at a lower price point, they are going to flock in. And I'll give you an example of the price point that I'm talking about. ONPASSIVE spends about $8,000 a month for Zoom. Okay, it's a lot of money. All the Zooms that they do, that's what it costs them. O Connect, the webinar service for ONPASSIVE, I believe could be as little as $250 a month, unlimited. In other words, you can have as many people as you want there. And it's so dynamic. You can do so many different things on this platform, this webinar platform. It's going to blow people away. But the price point, they're going to go, I'm in. They're just in. So with Zoom, it's $139 billion a year. How much of that are we going to take? I really think we could take it all in 1 year. But what if we only take 20 or 25 or 35%? two products. We are a multi-billion dollar company. As we look at Zoom and some of the other products of ONPASSIVE, in a year's time, ONPASSIVE would be a unicorn company, no problem. Just because of what they're doing, because their products are superior at a lower price point. That has never been done in the history of the world. A company coming out and in one year being a unicorn company, that is $1 billion company, never been done before. Here's what's really, really cool. And again, keep volume in the back of your mind, because that's how we get paid. As we look at ONPASSIVE launching day one, we already know that they will be a multi-billion dollar company. With the products they have and the customers coming in, we know they will be a multi-billion dollar company. Why is that so important to you and I? That money, and Ash Mufareh has told us this, he's going to share the majority of the wealth that's coming into ONPASSIVE with the founding members of ONPASSIVE, and I'll get to that in just a second. He's going to share 50, 55, 60, 65% of the wealth coming in. That means that that money will be coming to us, those individuals participating with ONPASSIVE. And with two companies doing over $300 billion in revenue a year right now, and we take 25, 30, 35% of that, believe me, every individual that's participating with ONPASSIVE, you will be in a unique position to take care of that bottom line and be in a place where you don't worry about finances anymore. This is how dynamic ONPASSIVE is. So how do we all come into ONPASSIVE? Today, there's a position, it's called the founder position. It is a $97 position, and it will lock you into the company and lock you into the pay structure of ONPASSIVE. Both of those very, very important. The second one, even more important, the pay structure of ONPASSIVE. The founding membership has some tangible benefits today, and moving forward, there will be even more of them. I'll talk about a couple of them right now. Right now, we're in the pre-launch, and we're going into the soft launch anytime now. As we go into the soft launch, ONPASSIVE is going to start building all of our businesses for us. They're going to bring in additional founders. They're going to land underneath us, and your organization will grow. Why is that important? Every time you get someone in your organization, whether it's another founding member or a customer, you get another stream of revenue. And what this does in the soft launch, as ONPASSIVE starts to bring people in for us, it cuts time frames. If your time frame was to make $1,000 in 3 months, maybe you do it in a month. Or if your time frame was to make $10,000 your first year, maybe you do that your third or fourth month. Anytime ONPASSIVE can build your organization, the quicker, the better, because it cuts those time frames and gets you to a place where you just don't worry about finances. So it's a really, really big deal. The other thing, as a founding member of ONPASSIVE, as we go into the hard launch, we get the advantage of having more traffic than individuals coming in after the hard launch. Once we go into hard launch, there will be no more founders. It'll just be the founding members that are existing at that time. And because of that, because we were early bird, ONPASSIVE will always drive more traffic for us. And again, traffic is the mother milk. If you don't have traffic, if you don't have qualified eyes in front of what you're doing, you can't succeed online. And they're the best of the best at doing that. Those are two things about becoming a founding member that are tangible and will help you get to that place where you don't worry about finances. There will be more things coming as we get into hard launch. Ash hasn't shared those with us, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be amazing just because you came in, became a founding member before the hard launch of ONPASSIVE. So as ONPASSIVE goes into the hard launch, how do we all come into ONPASSIVE? And I'm going to go through this very quickly. All founders will come in, and they will have to pay us a prescription fee, and we will become customers of ONPASSIVE. Okay, as customers of ONPASSIVE, we get all the tools of ONPASSIVE, whether it's the automated marketing platform, Academy, OTrim, OConnect, all the tools of ONPASSIVE we get. Then we go into the back office, click a button, become independent resellers of the IT product. Now the subscription fee is about $250, give or take. And the reason I've gone through that is to get to that button in the back office. We have to become independent resellers of the IT product for OnPassive to have the ability to pay us. We all want to get paid. We all want to push that button. If I back up to the prescription fee, this is the fee you will pay once and you'll never have to go out of pocket again. Yes, it is a monthly fee, but because of the way OnPassive is structured, you'll pay it once and the preceding months will be paid from the profits that we make with OnPassive. So here's what's going to happen as we as we pay the prescription fee. OnPassive is going to go to work for us. They're going to build the marketing platform. They're going to hook it up to AI. They're going to drive traffic for us. They're going to bring customers in. They're going to manage all the customers. This is where it gets really, really exciting because of the sheer volume that OnPassive is going to be doing as we talk about the products of OnPassive and the billions of dollars that will be coming into OnPassive, I believe, the first year. All of this benefits you and I as founding members of OnPassive, becoming independent resellers of the IT product. As we look at OnPassive, Ash and his team have developed this so that the individuals coming online, participating with OnPassive, you will make money. Ash guarantees it. And once you understand how it's working, how it's been put together, you're going to understand that, yeah, you will be forced to be successful. You will be forced to build wealth online. It's why we're all here. And when you think about the questions I asked initially, can you make an income? Can it be residual income? Can you build wealth online? OnPassive is that company that answers those questions, and they're all in the affirmative. Yeah, you can. Again, when you think about OnPassive, think about what Marty said, 100% automated. Now, if you are a builder and you have the inclination to bring people in and share OnPassive, you can do that. And again, there's a benefit to that. Every time you bring someone in your organization, it cuts time frames because it's another stream of revenue. But you do not have to do that. You can sit by passively, let OnPassive go to work for you, bring the customers in, and as they land underneath you, you get paid for them, okay? It doesn't matter if you're a builder or if you're not a builder, if you have tech savvy or if you have no tech savvy. OnPassive was built for us to build wealth online. If you're a builder, it's going to happen a little quicker. But if you're not a builder, you will still get there. We will all get to that place, whatever your goal is, to take care of that bottom line. And really, again, not worry about money. Let's talk about the launch just very, very quickly. That question comes up quite a bit. We are in the launch right now. Right now, we're in the pre-launch of OnPassive. It is a time where Ash is introducing the products to the founding members. We get to see them, kind of touch them, play with them, not play with them, but we get to see them and read about them and figure out what they are. As we go into the soft launch, it changes. This is a time of testing. Instead of just seeing the products, we actually can use the products, which we have a lot of people right now that are really excited about using the products of OnPassive. We are almost in the soft launch right now. As we go into the soft launch, those individuals, they're just going to have a ball. All the products of OnPassive that Ash has introduced to us, we're going to be able to go in and actually play with them. And once we've done that, once the products have been tested by the founding members, once the money starts to change hands a little bit in the soft launch, we will go into the hard launch seamlessly from there. I believe we're very, very close to both the soft launch and the hard launch. I don't think the soft launch is going to be a very big window, and we go right into the hard launch, which is the global launch of OnPassive. And as we go into the global launch, OnPassive is just going to explode online. Number one, today, OnPassive is a global company. Again, it is a reality today. There are no limitations in OnPassive. OnPassive will never tell you what you can or can't make. No limitations. And there are no qualifications. You don't have to buy, you don't have to sell, you don't have to recruit, you don't have to share, you don't have to do any of that. Again, it can be a totally passive business, 100% automated. But because of AI, hooked up to the sales platform that OnPassive will build from the automated marketing platform and all those tools that we have when we buy the products of OnPassive, they can do this in a way, regardless of your experience online, whether you've been online 20 years or 20 minutes, the playing field is level. You can come online, make an income, turn it into a residual income, and build wealth online. And because of the products of OnPassive, because they're superior at a lower price point, because of how Ash has set this up, OnPassive has tremendous longevity. That's really, really important for us because we want this thing to last for the next 60 years, build that wealth, and just live the lifestyle maybe you've only dreamt of up to today. So this is OnPassive. It was built for you and I. Come on in, let OnPassive go to work for you, 100% automated. You're in the right place at the right time. If you have any questions, this panel is the best of the best. There isn't a question you can ask that they can't answer. I'm sure I left out a few things. If I did, you guys come on in and fill in. But again, this is OnPassive. It was made for you and I. You're in the right place, the right time. Come on in, become a founding member, and then get excited. Your life is about to change in really, really good ways. Marty, I'll turn it back over to you, and yeah, keep it running. Or maybe not Marty, maybe Chris, or
I'll take it.
Or Pam, or
I'll do something with it. Anyway, thanks, Mike. Fantastic. What we're going to do now is we're going to roll into the Q&A, and this is for guests. If you're a guest and you have questions about what you just heard, you can write them in the chat area, and we'll try to answer them right now. Now, remember, this is for guests. At 9:15, which is about 40 minutes from now, we're going to be having a founder-only rapid-fire Q&A, and you can ask all the questions you want if you're a founder. But right now, this is for the guests. So as they come in, if they come in, I turn the chat back on. Chris and Kevin can read them out, and we can try to answer them. If you want a copy of this presentation, send an email to onpassivenation@gmail.com, and I will get you a copy of what Mike Ellis just explained to you. Ready? Go. We're all looking. That's okay. If there's no question, it means you all understand.
I think Kevin, Marty, I think Kevin took off running when you said go.
Now, Chris, I know you were listening intently. I know I missed something. What did I miss?
You know what you missed?
Huh?
Not a darn thing, Mike. You know, I want to say this real quick, Mike. I appreciate, and so does every founder, everything you've always done in your presentations. I just personally want to say that now is I think you are a wonderful person for doing what you've done in the past.
Yeah, I know you.
You haven't known me long enough, Chris. That's all.
No, but I'm willing to get to know you a little better. But.
No, I agree with Chris. Everything I learned was from Mike's videos way back at the beginning. Thank you very much, Mike. And that was an awesome presentation. Thank you.
Yeah, I think if I gave the presentation, we'd probably have a lot more questions.
Yeah. I can guarantee that.
I've heard Kevin gives a great presentation. He's up next week.
Yeah.
Maybe alone or something in the shower or something, maybe. As soon as that camera comes on.
It's not as easy as it looks.
No, it's not.
But eventually, you know, I mean, Mike's done so much. And Mike's fortunate because not a lot of people are doing them when he started doing them. So nobody knows the days in the beginning weren't as easy as it looks. That's for sure. Oh, that's for sure. Didn't have a whole lot to go by. So, hi, my good beautiful friend. Pam, such a beautiful heart. Yeah. Oh, somebody, Maria.
Hi, Della. I see your message.
You know what? We may not have any questions.
We may
Like
not.
said,
I think you must have done an excellent job, Mike.
Hold on. We got a question.
Yeah, we got one.
He says, hi, my name is Nelson. It's my first time listening to your webinar and you have no idea about what ONPASSIVE is yet. I don't think that's a question, but.
No, I think he meant, I have no idea. I'm hoping that's what he meant. Anyway, if anybody wants a copy, like I said, send it to ONPASSIVE Nation and you can listen to it all you want to help you out. So,
So
wow.
all you, Marty, all you founders out here, I'm gonna throw out a challenge to you. I would like to challenge every one of you to at least bring one new guest to this webinar next week and to all webinars. Let's all give ourselves a challenge to bring at least one new guest for each person in here. And let's change some lives. That's the challenge. And Marty's going to give you a prize, whoever brings the most people.
You got to stop saying that because they asked me about that on the Q&A.
I know.
Marty, I heard you giving away a free car. Yeah.
Yeah, but you gave Mike's car away last week, so.
Bertha's got her hand up. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Mayor's brought me tonight. I know I invited our list, Mike, so there's some new people here. But, you know,
Merthl's always got her hand up. Merthl's hand is always stuck up, Kevin.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Stella's flirting with Mike now, so.
All right, we got some challenges accepted in there. I like that.
Mhm.
All right. That okay, Marty, you answer this one. As a founding member, am I free to share this webinar with others online?
Absolutely. Share away. Of course you can. We want you to share it. This is a big deal. This is going to change lives. This is a business for the first time that actually will create residual income for you.
And actually, that's the best thing you can do too, is drive somebody to a webinar.
Yeah.
Get it in front of a webinar.
You know, last Tuesday we gave the webinar and over 70 people asked for a copy. So
That's really good.
Like Redford says every single day, let us take the heavy lifting away from you. Let us do all the work. And that means Mike's presentations, Red's presentations, Marina's, Julie's, and all the founders that have been doing them. That's what we mean. We're trying to help everybody.
Yep.
Some people just aren't meant to get on a camera and talk, or they're shy, but we have quite a few people now in the ONPASSIVE family who are doing presentations. And that's what we want to do. We want to share with each other and help each other out and build this company up huge. So
And
share
if
away,
you-
folks.
if you know people in other countries and different languages, we have that too. This presentation is given in many, many languages. Many, many.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to wrap this up. Oh, like I said, you can have a copy. I'll put that in there one more time. If you are a founder, we are having rapid fire at 9:15. The link is in the back office. I can't post that here because if you're not a founder, you cannot go to that meeting. But if you sign up in the next 10 minutes, you can come.
There you go.
Anyway, that's all I have. God bless everybody. Thanks, Mike, Kevin, Pam, Chris. I'll see you guys in about.
Thank you all. Thank you
half
for all
hour.
the guests and
All right.
founders.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, like.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Marty, Chris,
Hey, Pam.
Kevin.